All right, we're going to keep looking at the radar here. New warnings will pop in on the crawl if they're issued. But in the meantime, we want to get a view of what's going on from the live desk. And we'll send it over to Maria Lesignoli for an update on what she's got from some of these communities being impacted, Maria.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. We know that the storms left the Twin Cities metro about 45 minutes ago, but people in the area are still feeling the effects. Power has been out for the last hour or so, and those numbers continue to rise. Let me show you the current power outage map here. And as you can see, there are currently about 8,000 customers being affected by power outages throughout this area of the state. If we zoom in by county, however, we know that Dakota, Washington, and Hennepin County are seeing the most power outages. I just talked to my husband over in St. Louis Park. He is still experiencing a power outage, and with that comes an outage of Wi-Fi, of course. So we also know that at the airport right now, their live stream camera is not recording, is not available, meaning the Wi-Fi there could possibly be down, which could potentially be affecting the delays of flights. Currently, there is 144 flights delayed at the Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport. That number jumped about 10 flights from just about a half an hour ago. We're continuing to get reports about these outages, and we know down here in Faribault, crews are on the scene working to restore power as quickly as possible. And we just want to make sure that you have your phones charged so that you can get all of the weather updates that you need. We're continuing to get new reports in from people out in the field. We know that over in Benson, Minnesota, there was a barn and part of a house destroyed by the storms there earlier. Thankfully, no injuries reported. We also have a crew over in Hudson. They took shelter for a bit, but they're back out there continuing to give us the latest updates. And Aaron and Jeff, what else are you seeing out in the communities as new reports are coming in?
Yeah, Maria, that area out near Watson, what you're talking about too, that area out near Benson is where we're getting a lot of the video and images that appear to show a funnel cloud. And so we're going to show you some more video from that area. That is where the National Weather Service, Jeff, reported that barn and part of a house that was destroyed, but no injuries. This is from Watson, what appears to show what could form into a funnel cloud. We've seen some more intense images. There's one of them, pretty dramatic, showing that skinny little funnel cloud making its way, and we know that area west of the metro near Montevideo is where there have been a lot of images like this, Jeff.
Yeah, and in addition to the concerns for funnel clouds like we're seeing here, we just want to emphasize the severe thunderstorm threat remains. And we have seen hail across many parts of Minnesota. Most notably, I was checking our traffic cameras from MnDOT along I-35 going north through Forest Lake into the North Branch area, and it looked as though there was maybe pea-sized hail or so on those traffic cameras. I was seeing hail just a moment ago on the cameras in Isle, which is on the southeast edge of Lake Mille Lacs. We had heard from Mike saying that the storm system that was creating a tornado warning in that area and moving north was losing some steam. However, we know there are still more cells that are just behind it, so that threat for rain, high winds, that remains. If you lose your tornado warning, it does not mean you are completely in the clear, as this storm system is a long one spanning almost the entirety of the state from the northwest corner down to the southeast corner, again pushing northward at a fast rate, 50 miles per hour, as fast as the vehicles that you are passing on the highway. And moving much into Wisconsin. So the range of threats remains not only in their severity, but just in how much coverage there is across Minnesota.